Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we are back baby with another banging video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj. Why is it she's teaming up with Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA? And everything in this video is allegedly, even my name is allegedly. No, I want to drag you guys' memory a bit because I want you guys to understand how I think, and as crazy and as butt wild as the things that I often say often sounds, like the accuracy level is impeccable. I kid you absolutely not. You guys who have been keeping up with me can attest to the fact that my accuracy level has been impeccable. Even when everyone else said that it was crazy, I have no idea what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, I'm always right. Do you guys remember when Tyrone Blackburn came out on the scene and he was just the lawyer who was just filing lawsuits, and I said that half of this man's lawsuits, they make no sense, and he's gonna find himself in legal hot waters, and he was arrested, and now Tyrone Blackburn is in legal hot waters? Yes, I call that one. Do you guys remember when I said that Tony Busby was a fake ass, you know what? And I said that he was just going after Diddy to get to Jay-Z, and then we saw him with the lawsuit against Jay-Z, and I said he's never gonna win that lawsuit against Jay-Z because it's all made up. He only used Jay-Z's name to garner clout and attention to himself, which is gonna get him in a lot of legal wranglings. And here we are, Tony Busby is getting sued by 101 other different partners connected to Jay-Z. I've always called it, guys, and my channel is small, but like hell, the accuracy level over here, it's extremely impeccable. And there have been like 2% of the times when I'm wrong, and I'll come back and say I was wrong. And when I take accountability, it's shocking to a lot of people. But I have something else, like I have to call this one because ain't no fucking way Nicki Minaj is okay. Nicki is not okay. And I'm gonna say that. Nicki Minaj is not okay. And when I say she's not okay, I don't mean she is, schizophrenic as what many people are saying and are putting out there. I believe that Nicki wants to take out Kenneth Petty, and maybe she has some inclination that Erika Kirk might have been behind charliekirk's passing allegedly, and she might be relying on the people at Turning Point to help her out with getting rid of Kenneth Petty allegedly. Because why the hell is she teaming up with them? Like, it is so disturbing. It is so disturbing to see Nicki in this position that I have to make up this scenario as an excuse to why Nicki is teaming up with Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA. No, that's just allegedly. It's not serious. Don't take it serious. But let's get to the seriousness of it, right? I do believe that Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty is headed for a divorce. I believe that Nicki is seeking allies, powerful allies that can help her in her defense of Kenneth Petty, because you know how they say there's a thin line between love and hate, and Kenneth Petty is street. He's hood and he'll do things, and Nicki knows this. Nicki knows that Kenneth Petty will do things, but she's also being calculated with how she pulls herself out of this marriage with this man. She doesn't care about the public humiliation side of it. She cares about her safety, her son's safety, and she doesn't want a messy divorce because Nicki Minaj is cultured. She's Caribbean and she's in tune to her Caribbean roots. She is a strong believer in God. She believes in family. She believes in unity and all of that. And that is why we see her supporting Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA, because a huge part of charliekirk was about norms and values of society. We can agree to disagree because he has said a lot of things about Black people that has rubbed a lot of us the wrong way. But I know how to compartmentalize, and I know how to put my feelings aside in order to put the facts forward so you guys understand Nicki's perspective here with her teaming up with Turning Point and Erika Kirk. It's just based on how she was cultured. She was cultured, to be this family oriented woman, a Christian woman. She might sing about shaking her ass and, popping that pussy, but at the end of the day, Nicki is always Christian first, and as such, her religious belief is gonna always take that strong focal point of her. If you notice, every time Nicki is releasing a album, there's always gospel and prayer included in that album. When she said to you guys, do not buy Cardi B's music because it's cursed, she wasn't telling a lie. She was not lying. She can't prove it. I can't prove it, but I believe there's frequency in Cardi B's album that is not of God. That's in my opinion. I can't prove it, but I believe Nicki on that. But why Nicki is teaming up with Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA, I believe that Nicki does not have family and she's looking for family. She's looking for protection because she wants to get out of her marriage with Kenneth Petty. She wants to get out of it as seamlessly as possible with less damage. And I'm not talking about just financial damage without any signs of violence towards her or violence towards him. She doesn't want to be with him anymore, in my opinion, but she doesn't want any harm come to him and she doesn't want any damage to be done to him. She wants to separate from him in the most amicable way possible. And if she build a strong fence around her, if she build that ally with powerful, influential people, then Kenneth Petty will think twice about his actions and his moves that he might be thinking about making. Nicki Minaj is being very calculated in her home. She's being very calculated in her marriage. And I believe that she's looking on and working on getting out of the marriage with Kenneth Petty as seamlessly as possible. I believe that she has been trying to make her marriage with Kenneth Petty work for the past couple of years, but I believe that she has exhausted all the resources in making it a healthy marriage. I believe she is all prayed out, all cried out, and as such, she is ready to move on and turn a new healthy chapter, one that does not include her husband and the child of her father, and why the father's child, and why we see her teaming up with Donald Trump, Erika Kirk, and Turning Point USA. But what Nicki needs to understand is that none of those people cannot be trusted. She needs to understand that they can't be trusted. Look at what they did to Candace Owens as an example and use that as a marker. Use that as your marker to know that these people, you just smile and you wave to them and that's it. You smile, wave, you say hi, you pretend to like them, you pretend to be nice with them, but you just keep it on the surface. You don't even want to go under that very first layer because these people cannot be trusted. Anything that is connected to Israel cannot be trusted. And that's just the truth. Like whoever wants to feel butthurt about that, it's just the truth. Anything that's connected to Israel cannot be trusted. There's always some backstabbing. There's always something going wrong. And Nicki needs to be very, very, very careful. That's just it. She needs to be very careful. And that's all, guys. That's it, folks. That's just my 2 cents on what might be happening, allegedly, with Nicki Minaj. And let me know what's your opinion. Do you agree or disagree? Leave a comment below. Peace.